Did Snyder effectively set the board for the Justice League? Is there really any question who would win a fight between them? Headline: in what world is Henry Cavill even remotely a nerd? Question mark. When are we going to get that DC Walking Dead crossover prequel we've all been wanting? All this and more in today's episode of Pulling Focus. Hello fellow cinephiles, what is up? My name's Lou and today we're going to be facing off with Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Following Man of Steel, Zack Snyder pulls an Alien vs. Predator, and as the title suggests, puts the Batman up against the Superman. On paper this seems like a sure bet. Anybody who hasn't become cynical and is even remotely a fan of the DC universe has gotta be excited at the idea of these two facing off. But beyond the concept, does it work? Let's dig in. As with Man of Steel, this world is grounded, and the ugly realism appeals to me. It kind of counterbalances the silliness of the comic book style plots in these movies. But unlike Man of Steel, this movie could not put the pieces in place for me. There were plenty of cool moments. That early image of Bruce running into the rubble as the buildings collapse around him, or the first time we see Batman and Superman face off chest to chest. But beyond those little cool moments scattered throughout, this film really just felt like an excuse to market that title to me. Like, let's get these two in a room together, coherent storyline optional. About halfway through it occurred to me, I didn't even know what this fucking movie was about anymore. And that's not what you want. So on a story level, it was a big no for me. What else? Ben Affleck as Batman? Alright, first of all, I have to admit, I like Ben Affleck as an actor. He's not always great, but I was that asshole that was telling all my friends about Chasing Amy after seeing it in a mostly empty theater. And I even like his more action-y shit. Paycheck! Reindeer games! Reindeer games! Reindeer games. Say what you will, but I enjoy a nice Armageddon every now and again. And I like him as an older, more dickish Batman. He isn't quite the revelation that Cavill as Superman is for me, but I'm still not complaining. And I will follow Gal Gadot, or however you pronounce that, to the ends of the earth as Wonder Woman. She is an absolute treat. What about Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor? Man, this is a tough one for me. I've been down for Jesse Eisenberg for a long time as an actor. Since like Roger Dodger, actually. The dude can act, and he went for it here. I don't know if he just overdid it, or if his performance was edited without subtlety. Either way, there were some cringy moments here. Unlike when Ledger smashed that Joker performance, Eisenberg's Lex Luthor was more distracting than anything else. And I swear he's wearing bowling shoes at one point. But I digress. There's also a thematic thing with dreams happening here, which honestly found irritating. Especially that dream within a dream trope. I'm not a fan of that shit at all. I did kind of enjoy Wild West Batman in the brown trench coat though. And while I can absolutely get down with a more violent Batman, Snyder's desire to destroy as much real estate as possible got a little bit tedious. It was getting tedious in Man of Steel, so... There also seems to be a healthy amount of Easter eggs for the harder core DC fan. Since I'm not one of those, I just saw them as weird unexplained details. I'm sure the internet will tell me what's up with that suit in the glass case with the writing all over it. Something Joker related, no doubt, but laziness will keep me from investigating further. Was that Maggie and Negan playing Bruce's parents? That's a little weird. Something else I realized during this movie, I don't know why, but I like the name Superman so much more as the Superman. That also applies to the Batman. And what's up with Perry White's management style? Is that really how an editor-in-chief gets things done? Also, at one point, he pretty blatantly calls Clark a nerd. I'm sorry, sir, but glasses alone do not diminish Henry's studliness enough to nerd him. It reminded me of when movies take a hot girl and throw glasses on her, and now she's ugly all of a sudden. Fuck that. I'm looking at you, she's all that. So after all that, where does Bat vs. Soup ultimately land? If you like Three's Company fan fiction, with Batman as Jack Tripper, and Superman playing the dual roles of Janet and Chrissy, this is definitely the one for you. But for me...
It was waffle! The broccoli was on the wing of the plane!
Thanks for stopping by to chat about BVSS:DOJ. If you enjoy what I do or are feeling generous, please consider liking this video, and also subscribe to my channel. There's links to do all that. And please join me next time when I'll be unboxing my Adam and Eve loot crate. Fingers crossed for a magic wand!